every project I'm gonna take is gonna make me more confident about myself.
I feel that you live design, you eat design, and you dream design.
Every time my project just come to life, it's like, oh, this is so beautiful. It was made by me. I created this.
When you are in Dubai, every other day something or the other is getting innovated.
Make the dreams come true, know how to make them true, and have an answer for everyone.
How much of AI and technology is going to influence the design market according to you? Hi everyone, welcome to Boss Talks, where we talk to leaders in diverse fields about emotional and mindset management and leadership development. Today we have with us Haifa Haj, who is a visionary design director at EFA Interior Design, bringing over a decade of transformative expertise to the world of architectural and interior design. Based in Dubai, UAE, she has established herself as a leading professional who seamlessly blends innovation, functionality, and aesthetic excellence across high-end residential, commercial, and mixed-use projects. With a strategic approach to design management, Haifa specializes in creating spaces that not only meet but exceeds client expectations. Her comprehensive skill set encompasses project leadership, sustainable design principles, and cutting-edge 3D design technologies. She has consistently demonstrated an ability to lead multidisciplinary teams, manage complex development projects, and deliver exceptional results that harmonize creative vision with practical implementation. Her professional portfolio reflects a commitment to pushing the boundaries of interior, exterior, and landscape design. Her collaborative methodology and keen eye for detail have positioned her as a respected design professional in the competitive Dubai design landscape, with a proven track record of successful large-scale developments that integrate innovative solutions with client-focused strategies. Welcome, Haifa Haj. Thank you so much for joining and being on Boss Talks.
Thank you, Mohsinaa, for having me. It's an honor.
So, Haifa, tell me, you are in the creative process as well as implementation. Was it a childhood dream or was it something that you built up later on in life? When did you first realize that you have that creative bent of mind?
I think I took the decision of studying and working in the design industry since I was a child. I was fascinated in the idea of reshaping objects, redesigning spaces. You know, I had a vivid imagination that allowed me to visualize the spaces, to imagine how things should be. And since I was a child and my parents knew that, I usually give comments on everything. I think this should have this color. I think this should have like chamfered corners or things like this. So yes, to answer your question, I think early in my life, I noticed that I have this kind of talent that fascinated of the idea of reshaping and redesigning spaces.
So when was the first project that you did? Okay, your thought process, your vision, coming into life and looking the way you wanted it. What was your feeling and what were the challenges that you faced in your first project?
Yeah, my first project was maybe the easiest, but for me, the hardest. Everything was a challenge. Everything
Right.
was hard, especially in the design industry. You learn every single day. You progress and you achieve the success after every project. So my first design was a living room and a kitchen. It was a very small design, one of the relatives, and I was super excited. It's like, this is the exam. Like, this is the time I have to approve myself. And it turned out to be a very beautiful space. When I first saw it, like in real, not in my imagination, it's real, I was fascinated. And that moment, I think I realized that every project I'm gonna take is gonna make me more confident about myself. And I think this is the key of being successful. Like, do it with passion, do the best you can. I'm sure right now, if I have to redesign what I did 10 or 12 years ago, I will change everything, of course. But I did my best. And every project, just give your best. This is the successful stair. This is the way you have to go.
said you can visualize spaces, you can understand what fits where. So when you speak to clients or when you go ahead and you renovate or innovate spaces, how much of your visualization you are able to go ahead and implement in reality?
Okay, there is a lot of keys to be successful in real life. You have, first of all, to understand the client's needs. You have to know what kind of request they need. After understanding this, imagine that the space is yours. You have to design your own space. You have to give the full attention of it. And you have to know the materials, where to position every material. You should have the answer of every why. Once you have the answer of every why, you really truly understand the design decisions you are making, why you're making it, why is every aspect of the design you did was done, then everything will be just perfect the way you want it. So, and you need to understand how to do it. The lighting, the air, the entrance, the exits, everything. So the keys are know your client, know the materials available in each country, and know why you're doing it.
That's amazing the way you have put it, simplifying the whole process. But tell me one thing, Haifa, the moment you walk into a space of say 3,700 square meter of a, castle, how do you visualize this whole vision of how the place should look and how it will turn out? What is your mental process in this?
Let me take you a trip to
Yeah.
a castle that we newly designed. It was a really interesting project. First step, you have to sit with the client, know the requirements, and the client's requirements were challenging. He wanted a parking in the basement, but still he wants his visitors to have the ability to see the cars. So the basement should be over the ground to be able for the visitors to see the cars.
Right.
And he wanted the entrance of the ground floor to be on the street level. He doesn't want to climb stairs. So that was like a challenge. So what I did, I stood in the land and I imagined everything he said. So what I did, that I designed the driveway that seamlessly passed over the basement, ensuring that all expectations were met without compromising the functionality of the space. So it was a very beautiful project that I really enjoyed designing because there's a lot of challenges. I just mentioned one. The client wanted a lot of things. So there's number one of how to achieve a project to make your design successful. First of all, understand your client, make the dreams come true, know how to make them true, and have an answer for every why. Why I made the driveway over the basement, my client just knows why.
So amazing, and it must be a massive project that you had undertaken. How did you feel after the completion of that project?
We are building it right now.
You're still in the process of building.
We're almost finished. The feeling is like, this is weird. People sometimes don't believe it, but it's really feels like my child is growing up, graduating from the kindergarten, going to school. This is the same feeling, I swear. When I look at my kid when he said his first word, it feels the same when I saw every time my project just come to life. It's like, oh, this is so beautiful. It was made by me. I created this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a creator, but I made this thing.
Right. Amazing, amazing. So
Feels like
UAE is a very competitive market, and basically when design is concerned, you see every nook and corner there is, a beautiful something that is being created. From your point of view, looking at design and implementation, what aspects do you have which helps you to outdo your competitors?
It is a very competitive place, Dubai, which make you really proud when you're successful in such a place. Our philosophy is simple. If you do something, do it with excellence and elegance. And again, you have to have the answer for each why. If you truly understand your design decisions, know how to solve problems, and can turn your client's dream into reality, I think then the competition becomes irrelevant. The key is just to understand every detail of your design, why you chose specific layout, why each element is positioned where it is. Just focus on giving your client the latest and most luxurious designs and do it in the best way you can. That will make you a good designer that can compete.
So you have a beautiful aesthetic sense. That is the reason why you are doing luxury designs. What is the most expensive thing that you own?
The most expensive thing that I own, I think my house.
Of course, you designed it yourself.
Yeah, I did, of course. Yeah.
What innovations do you see in luxury design segment in the next few years? And basically, when you are in Dubai, every other day something or the other is getting innovated. There's a lot of innovations, and all the world's technology is in Dubai. So, what is it that you see?
Like, it's crazy. Everything is rapidly going. Like, the luxury design industry we know is evolving rapidly. I think the next few years will bring a stronger focus on sustainability, but smart homes, smart technology, and personalization. Clients in the last few years were asking for, which I totally support that, we're asking to find their identity in their spaces, not just a beautiful place. They're more looking for efficient designs, the integration of AI-driven smart home solutions, the use of sustainability at high-end materials. I think the future of luxury isn't only about having a luxury place, gold and marble, whatever. I think it's about intelligent, sustainable, and deeply personalized spaces that enhance the way people live. So yeah, and it's going rapidly.
So true, so true. So, how much of AI and technology is going to influence the design market according to you? Like, what kind of design segments are we seeing when it comes to smart homes?
When I first lived in my house, the best thing I could do is hold my phone and turn off the lights and turn on the lights. Right now, I can talk to my phone and ask garage door to open, like with nothing. Just I'm driving and say, "Hey, garage door open," and it will open. And like this is in 2 years, so I can't imagine where we're going. I used to dream about these things. I have a very busy life. One of my dreams was I wanted to make the salad and ask a machine beside me to tell me more about whatever things happening in Australia, for instance. So I'm finding a machine beside me just telling me what to do, robot. And I'm turning on my TV, turning off my AC and everything. So yeah, smart homes are there and we can't imagine where we're going.
So tell me one thing, Haifa, that are we also getting with smart homes? Are we getting a robot which will do all our daily chores? Is it happening soon?
I wish. I wish robot will help me in everything. And we sometimes have helpers and everything, but when you have a robot, it won't sleep. You won't feel bad because it's 7 a.m. Should I wake her up or not? It's not just a robot. Just do the thing.
So
Yeah,
true.
I wish it will be soon, and I think we're almost there because yes, our houses are smart in a very benefit way.
Absolutely, absolutely. That will be such so great. And basically, I feel for women who have to take care of everything, the mind will be more free to go ahead and utilize your creativity, your vision, your whatever you want to do. It can be more limitless with technology like that. So tell me one thing. You said about visualizing, you said about dreaming. So how much of visualization or affirmations do you do in your life to manage your dreams, first of all? And what is the kind of spiritual connection or the routine that you have in terms of your peace, calm, balance of life? Because what you're doing is really, really taxing, creativity plus implementation.
I had a vivid imagination and I visualized everything, like truly everything. Your background, I reshaped it like a million times. Sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes everything like I keep on changing the lines and everything. What makes me calm down? The world is not the best place nowadays. We have a lot of wars and killing and everything in the world. Being talented, it comes with some negative things, like you have high empathy, you feel people, you feel everything. So yeah, we need that space to just cut off.
Unwind and cut off. True.
I sometimes repeat my old comedy series. Sometimes just have a nice chat with my friend, my mother especially. Hear some music, whatever. Every day has its own way. But of course, I need some time off.
Do you follow your intuition?
Of course, sometimes things just make sense and sometimes it doesn't. You can't convince anyone if this is right or not. It's just I have this kind of feeling feeling. It's not.
Yes,
And yes,
yes.
I listen to my guts. Yes,
Very, very good.
I think everybody should. It's like your background intelligence is talking to you. It's something the unconscious just knows, thought about it before you. So everybody should believe in their guts. Yeah.
Very, very true. Because, intuition is something that protects us, that directs us to follow what is our calling. Personally and professionally, both ways, it works. And basically, for women, I think sixth sense is like an antenna going
Yeah.
everywhere.
And let me tell you something. When you have like very good sixth sense, you understand people more. And this is a very needed ability in our job. You have to understand people's need. You have to understand them and read them. So when you sense something, it just makes it easier that you have the sense that this won't be acceptable. This would be acceptable. People are from all different kinds, especially in Dubai. You meet from different nationalities, from different backgrounds, from different beliefs. You have to understand the person in front of you to know what to give, what to propose, and things that should be acceptable for people. Sometimes you propose something that is very simple, but it can be like humiliating the person in front of you. That's not acceptable. So we are off the road. Having the sixth sense is a very needed thing.
Very true. From hotels to residential places, you've done commercial as well as homes. How do you maintain consistent quality while ensuring each project gets its unique identity of its own?
Managing multiple projects at once isn't the easiest task, but it's not possible either. It all comes down to focus, strong time management, I guess ensuring that each project gets the attention it deserves. In every project I take on, I treat as if I was designing for my own self. I approach it with the mindset that this is not just another project, it's the project, it's the masterpiece that will represent my work. Or maybe thinking that this is the last project. And having that kind of mindset, you have to give every project the full attention it needs. Again, it's not the easiest thing, but managing your time is the key, and giving the attention, having all the notes written down, just managing the team. You do this, you do this, you do this, and be aware of every single thing happening. I've always found that passion is very important in every job.
Very true.
So when you work with passion, the results speak for themselves. And I'm thankful that my clients have always been happy with the outcome.
For your unique creative process, how much of it do you rely on the market trend? What is going on?
You have to. Dubai is a very competitive place, so you have to keep yourself updated. And sometimes you have to be involved in making a new trend, invent something and make it a new trend. And there's a lot of aspects that controls everything you will do. For instance, 2 years ago, people were talking more about designs that are related to their culture, whatever culture we're talking about. And I totally support that. This was my mission since the beginning of my career, to personalize the design and to give a sense of your own culture in every aspect. For instance, I was using recently the Barajil in the exterior design, the wind towers. We're talking about the UAE market. I was using the U-shaped houses to keep the privacy, to understand the culture. This kind of cultural needs something about. So you have to be updated, yes, and to use the elements and everything in a modern style.
So for Haifa, what is an absolute no when it comes to design, and you will never use it in your designs?
In design, you have to make your clients' dreams come true. It's hard to say no when it comes to design, but when it comes to know yes or no is the right or wrong. Okay, I can't make, for instance, a room without a window. I can't make a window without opening it for the air. I don't care if it's 50 degrees outside. In the winter, you have to open it. Sometimes there's somebody smoke in the room, you have to open it. So the ability should be there. So this is a no. Without good lighting, it's a no. Sometimes they ask for an entrance that is kind of narrow because they want to add more rooms or things like this. This is a no. I faced this. Entering with my baby with all the things of the baby's stuff is really hard when there is the entrance is narrow. So I say no for the wrong things. Otherwise, people usually listen when they come to a designer and they pay them money. They listen. That doesn't work with that. That works with that. That color doesn't work with that. That works with that. So they understand that.
What is it that in the future, say next 2 years or 3 years, what are the kind of projects you want to take up?
Well, I didn't design an opera. So yes, I wish I can. I didn't design a cinema yet. I wish I can do those things. But I'm very satisfied with all my projects, successful commercial and residential projects, and I'm very happy about them. I'm proud about them. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of everything I've done. Thanks God. Again, when you have an answer for every why, then you truly understand what you're doing. So you have to be proud of yourself and of your work. But I wish I'm gonna design an opera soon. Like this is something
Fingers crossed, absolutely. We wish you that it's gonna happen. Okay. So Haifa, tell me that going forward, like you are taking care of not just design aspect, the creative aspect, you're also taking care of your team to make them understand and implement the things that you have put in perspective with the help of your team. You're dealing with the client, different genres of client, and they're coming with their own perspectives. So how do you manage that calm, centered, and focus in terms of the outcome that you're looking for in a project?
Okay, I want to tell you something before answering this. In COVID, what I did when everything shut down to learn new things about the design, making some imaginary designs for people who didn't ask for. I remember my brother asking me, "You don't have any hobbies, just go do something. You can go outside, do something. You have the guitar, just play some music, whatever." My hobby was what I do. This is my happy place. I give almost all my time for my work and my designs. That's number one. Number two, I have a very, very strong partner who is my brother. We studied the same thing. He's amazing in the implements. He's the supervisor in our company. He's just giving a lot of support. He's doing a very amazing thing. He's very talented when it comes to materials and how this design that comes out from my brain to come in the real life, translating imagination of the design to real life. And I also have a strong team. I'm very proud of my team. Most of the time, they don't care if work time is over. They don't care. There's something they have to finish, so they finish. I never asked any of my team members to stay. Everybody just want to stay, want to give more. And I think this is because we have all of us together. We have made a very beautiful workspace, a very beautiful environment. It's another family. And looking in the client's face, he or she see the outcome and they're very happy. This is like the happiest hour. It will be the everything we want to achieve. Yeah. So it's hard. It's not easy.
Yes, yes, I understand. But it's very gratification.
Yeah, and it took a lot of time. It's not between a night and day. And you see me now calm, but we're not like this when it comes to work. And when we have a deadline and everything, everybody will be just focused on what I'm doing. Just don't talk to each other. Just focus. Yeah, you don't want to see us.
I understand. So, is there any projects which is very special to your heart, which you have completed and it has come out to that kind of perfection that you had in your mind and it's very dear to you? Is there any project like that?
We designed a hotel called Regenza in Amman, Jordan, 2019. It was one of my most special projects because the client asked me to do it all. And he didn't want even to see the pictures. He just said, "I trust you, just do it." This client, we have designed for him a lot of things before. He said, "I don't want to have any opinion, just do it all." So we did it all. It was the hardest thing to do, just making things, not only pictures for the client to say, "I like" or "I don't like."
Right.
No, he's entering the room and giving you the opinion. You can imagine how the responsibility is really hard. But we did amazing job. I'm so proud of it.
Probably because you had a free hand over it. You had, that creative sense could come out so beautifully. True?
Yeah. Exactly. And
Yeah.
I always give it as an example. Sometimes if I go to my coiffeur, for instance,
Mhm.
I would never know what's the right thing to do. When I go to the doctor, I would never know what's the right thing to do as the doctor knows. So when it comes to design, just give the designer. If you trust the designer, just give him or her the green light and just leave them be, leave them do the right thing. This is why this project is the most special project, Mohsina. You just feel like you did it in the perfect way without the client saying, oh, I don't like wood, I don't like white, I don't like.
Awesome. We had an amazing conversation about your life, your design process, your thought process, your mindset, and the leadership and the clarity that you have when a design is concerned. I feel that you live design, you eat design, and you dream design. So thank you, Haifa, for joining us and sharing the beautiful mindset that you have and the thought process that you have. We are honored.
Was a pleasure, Mahsina. I was honored to meet you, and you were a very great host, Mahsina. I really liked this podcast. I enjoyed my time talking about it. I think you should be model for a lot of girls to see how powerful and a very good host you are. You know, you're very talented, and I'm very proud of you as a woman. Good job, Mahsina.
Thank you so much, Haifa.